The Chicago Sky take on the Seattle Storm for the second time in a row. The last game, which saw Kennedy Carter and Angel Reese combined for almost 60 points. We're going to talk about a preview and have some fun, as only we could do right after this.
Welcome to Chicago Sky Central, and here's your host, Haize.
What's going on, Sky fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Sky Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Sky related. I'm the host there, Haize, but more importantly, you guys can follow the channel at Chicago Sky Pod on every social media platform we happen to be on. Let's go ahead and get into it. It's game day as Chicago Sky are taking on the Seattle Storm today. And this was a game that was a really solid game throughout the last time the Sky played this team just a few days ago. And make no mistake about it, the Storm are going to be looking to come in here and cover up the mistakes that they had in the last game that allowed the Chicago Sky to take that game. Now, I'm not saying that the Sky only won because of Seattle Storm mistakes, but the Storm they're definitely a team that's good at adjusting game to game, and they're very much so going to be looking to shore up some of the things that the Sky were able to take advantage of. And because of that, the Chicago Sky are going to have to be on their P's and Q's. We've already talked multiple times about how the Chicago Sky's offense, with the lack of three-point shooting that we have at times, the offense already kind of is more predictable by really good defenses in the WNBA. So they're going to have to be prepared and play that efficient offense that they can. Now, we know the last game, Kennedy Carter and Angel Reese took over down the stretch of those games. This game, I would like to see a more balanced attack, not because Angel Reese and Kennedy Carter can't do it, but that way it keeps the Storm on their toes and they're not able to kind of zero in on exactly what the Sky did against them last time. I hope that we see a more balanced attack, better scoring from Diamond DeShields, Dana Evans in this game, and Marina Mabrey. Marina Mabrey has to wake the fuck up. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Earlier in the season, I was very much so in the camp of Marina Mabrey was still doing things other than scoring, even with her shooting slumps. She was passing well. She was rebounding well. And while she's still rebounding well, especially for a guard, Marina Mabrey is giving us almost nothing defensively. Her offense is so spotty. She has to be better, especially when you're averaging 32 minutes per game. We need more than that from Marina Mabrey. She's still leading the team in assists, but at 4.3 assists, it's not like you're getting the assist numbers that overcome your lack of scoring yourself. We need Marina Mabrey to be better in this game. Well, not need, because we've shown our ability to win games without it, but it makes the game so much easier if either one of Diamond DeShields, Dana Evans, Marina Mabrey, or Isabel Harrison can score at a better rate for the Chicago Sky. And if those things can happen, it can make the game a lot easier. But this is a Storm team that's tough. They give effort on both sides of the ball. They're no slouch defensively at all. Joe Lloyd's averaging 20 points per game for this team. We already know what NECA can do and can bring. You cannot sleep on this Seattle Storm team. And if you do, you're going to get your ass kicked. This period, point blank. You will absolutely get lasted and your ass kicked. And you can't do that. You can't do that. So, it is what it is when it comes down to it. She got to play better. And overall, this is a Sky team that the offense has to be efficient. Doesn't have to be great. It has to be efficient because our defense is typically so good that we can overcome some shaky offense. Like the offense is always going to be a bit shaky, right? Because we don't have the consistent offense that we're used to as Chicago Sky. And so, as the Sky look to finish out this last week before the All-Star break and then the extended Olympic break as well, we just have to go through these games and play efficiently on both sides of the ball. Angel Reese is now leading the league in rebounding, which you got to shout out Angel Reese for what she's able to do there. But this Sky team, as a team, while we were averaging some really good high marks, we're still the best rebounding team in the WNBA as well. The Storm are third, so they're right there behind us. The Sky have to hang their hats on the things that they do well. We force steals. We're third in the league in steals. The Storm are number one, though. We're number one in the team in the league in rebounds, but we just got to keep being efficient. And efficiency is what the thing that's going to help the Sky get to where they need to get to. So let's hope that that's the case, man. We're going to be locked in and hope that we can get this dub. Let's see how you guys are feeling about it. We got young Deuce in the building. Says, let's go. What's going on, Deuce? Adrian's in the building. Said, let's go. Sky, what's good, Adrian? Let's go. We missed you last time, bro. Hey, listen, I'm here though. I'm here. Like I know it's a different energy, but this is one thing about this is why it's good that we have such a thorough squad, is that we're able to just get shit done, man. Shout out to C-Dub, Big Kev, Stevo, amazing talents, man. But yeah. They're about to double team the hell out of Carter. Oh, for a fact. And they may even try to force the ball out of Kennedy Carter's hands anytime she has it in the half court. And so that's always the next step, right? I won't say that it's easy, because it's not easy. Easy is not the right word to use. But when you're playing with the momentum that Kennedy Carter's been playing with, it's great. But when teams start adjusting to you, that's where you start being able to tell, okay, how are you really going to be? Are you really about to be like that? And so Kennedy's going to have to understand how to split a double team, which she's shown in her career. I'm not saying that she can't do that, but also when to pass out and put her teammates in positions. But we need other people to step up, other women to step up to help with that. So 901 says maybe you're gonna have to step up here. Yeah, we're gonna need her to play better. Rico says, hey, well, she's not washed. And that's the thing. That's the idiotic statements. That's the going too far left. She's not washed. We've seen her have productive games, even when her scoring is not there. She just has to be more consistent. Big tip, but whoa. All right, BT. Come on, y'all trying to catch me up with these names. Y'all think Tia Cooper getting picked up by Chicago? I'm going to tell you right now. I have no idea what the Sky are planning to do with the open roster spot. I understand why they weren't in a rush to sign someone, because you have that extended month-long break that we're going to get here in a week. I understand. Well, 10 days, I think, because the last game is the 17th. I understand that, but they got to do something. Like, we need, like, you just have this open roster spot. Like, if you weren't going to sign anybody, well, I know they had to make their cuts before the halfway mark of the season. But I mean, we cut Haize 3 games ago. Today's game marks the halfway mark of the season. So it's like you could have gotten a couple more games out of seeing Haize, but I guess she wasn't playing anyway, so it doesn't matter. Let's get it. Go Sky. Absolutely agree with you. If Angel can get the consistent 3-point shot, she's going to be unstoppable. Listen, over the last 2 games, Angel Reese is 2 for 3 from 3-point line. And I've talked about this a little bit. Actually, somebody asked us about it on Chicago Bulls Central when I was streaming over there. But Angel Reese doesn't have to be a 3-point shooter per se, but you have to respect her 3-point shot. If Angel Reese can, let's say over a 3-game stretch, can take 6 to 8 3-pointers and hit 3 of those, that changes her, the way you have to guard her so well. Because like right now, teams are guarding the lane against Angel Reese because she takes the ball, she tries to get to the rim, and she gets physical with you. If you then have to hesitate and ask yourself as a defender, say, wait a second, what if she shoots the 3? And you have to think about that, whether it's on pick and roll, pick and pops, anything, that opens up a whole new lane for her offense. So it could be fun. It could be really fun. But yeah, Angel Reese, I'm telling you, if she starts, she just has to hit it consistently. She doesn't have to be a volume 3-point shooter. She doesn't have to take threes every single game. But if she starts hitting threes reliably, like I said, I'm giving her hit it at a 34% clip, which isn't amazing. That literally changes so much of the ways that defenses has to guard Angel, that it becomes, and with her passing too, man, that could get dangerous. Reese shooting threes tonight. Watch. I mean, listen, as long as she takes good shots, and notice I didn't say if she makes them. If she's taking good quality shots, that's the most important thing. It's not always about hitting them. You have to take good quality shots, and that does change your offense some. So yeah, it's going to be crazy. If they keep the pressure on Ken, I think Angel is the next option. She's the next most consistent player. Time to see if she can really hurt on. Yeah, so for the longest part of the season, Marina Mabry was our leading scorer. She's gotten past up. Kennedy Carter and Angel Reese are now number 1 and number 2 as far as leading scorers for the Chicago Sky. Yeah, you're absolutely on point on that. Are you doing a live call today? I won't. I don't do the live call. C-Dub is doing a live call, though. He's definitely doing a live call. Buddy Scarver says, I caught her from the jump. Angel doing her thing. Yeah, Angel's doing. She's killing it. She don't have to be a threat from three, but the mid range is what we're going to need her to be able to knock down. That too, like in all of it. Like I said, it's not that we want her to be a 3-point. Now, I want her to be a mid-range shooter. I don't want her to be a 3-point shooter, but I want her to be able to hit 3-point shots. That's the difference there. I don't all of a sudden want Teresa Weatherspoon calling 3-point options for Angel Reese, but I do want her to become that mid-range shooter. And I think we've seen the mechanics are there. She needs to quicken up that shot some. But keep in mind, Angel hasn't had an offseason. She hasn't. Angel went from playing in college in the NCAA tournament to from the time that her team got eliminated until the start of her first preseason game in the WNBA was like 3 weeks. She hasn't had an offseason. Considering how long the WNBA offseason is, I can't wait to see what Angel gets with WNBA trainers for it's summer in the in the NBA, but basically the fall and the winter for the WNBA players as they get into their offseason and she gets to work with the trainer. And I'm sure the Sky, Teresa Weatherspoon, she may even link up with her own personal trainer. As those things come along and they get to work on specific aspects of her game, that is going to be crazy. So, yeah, Angel Reese has a very bright future ahead of her. What's up, son? Now, why did you have to come ask me about that right now? Like, what in your and what? Why did you have to come give me a hug? Now you got to come give me a hug. I know I need my hug. I love you, dude. Okay, but yeah, we'll take care of it. Okay. All right. I love you. All right. Your dentist appointment is set for August. It's like the second week of August. Okay. Yeah, right before school starts. Yes. Okay. Angel improving for mid range and three. It's only up from here. Absolutely, bro. I completely agree with you on that one. I just want her to be confident taking the open one. She has had open shots before and she hesitates. Completely agree with you there. I have not a single disagreement there. Time to see if she can really hold her own, and she hasn't been outside of Kennedy. I mean, it's not about holding her own in that aspect, right? It's the fact of now on how defenses adjust. That's the thing. That keep in mind, watch what I'm telling you guys. The way that Kennedy Carter and Angel Reese are defended after the Olympic break is going to be completely different than what we're seeing at this point in time. They're going to start game planning just for Angel, just for Kennedy Carter, and it's going to be even deeper than what it is right now. So y'all be making me want to have kids, but they expensive. Yeah, they are, especially being a solo parent like that. It's just me and my kids. Like that, it definitely can be. Like, and it's 4 of them mugs, and my oldest starts college in August, so yeah, it's gonna get more expensive. But you know, it is what it is, man. But yeah, so it's just like that process that and make no mistake about it. I hope that the Sky also add some things to their and they will. I have faith that they will. We've already seen Teresa Weatherspoon add some off-ball actions, which I've been calling for a while. But now that they're gonna have that month-long break, that's almost like you're getting a whole month off of the season. That's where your coaching staff needs to get in their bag. They got to get in their bag. Got to, as far as drawing up different options, coming up with new plays, seeing now you have now a time to reevaluate in the middle of the season how your players have progressed or regressed or wherever it is, and come up with some new things. I really hope to see that aspect of it. So, but yeah, I think this month is going to be really big for a lot of teams, not just the Sky, but for a lot of teams to add some things to their game plan. And it's going to be fun to watch how the WNBA as a whole really adjusts after that longer Olympic break. So you have a college kid? Wow, yes, my oldest is 18. I'm a single parent of 2. That shout out, see, it's different. But hats off to you, brother. If they respect Angel shit, it will help free up Camilla too. Camilla's gonna come like Camilla's gonna come along. Like I've seen some people. I'm not saying you at all, Nola, but some people have been really rough on Camila Cardoso, and some of it is warranted. I'm not acting like some of the rough criticism of Camilla aren't warranted, but that's how you have to be honest, and I think she's being more honest with herself than anything that we can say. But not everyone has that linear that easy progression their rookie year. Camilla's used to being by far the biggest woman on the court in all of the games that she's played. And now she's probably the biggest woman on the court in maybe 10% of the games, maybe 20. And even then she's probably just, you got somebody almost as big and as strong as her. So I think, and then we don't go to her. It's not like we run offensive plays for Camilla either. So I think she's gonna progress for sure. She's gonna progress for sure. Soldier Man says, hope the rest of the bench steps up offensively and stops relying on key players. We now halfway through the season after tonight. Completely agree with you. With pressure on Angel, it might do good to go to Miller. If she gets in rhythm with her offense, we dangerous. I don't disagree with you. Who do you think they will pick up to replace Haize? I said that earlier in the stream, Michael. I honestly have no idea. I have none. I'm not even going to lie to you. I have zero idea. And I think that they're probably going to be looking over a lot of tape of some WNBA free agents over this extended break. I think this guy also wanted to see who else was going to be cut. And that's probably look out for that video. If not tomorrow, maybe Tuesday. I have a video. I may wait to the break, honestly. Maybe I'll wait to the break on doing a video of like players at different positions that are available as far as free agents and how they can help the Sky. Since a lot of people are asking for that, I may do that for sure. Jay Grizz says, can't imagine 4, but congratulations and good luck in college, young bull. Absolutely. That's my young man. I think Camilla is struggling a bit more because E. Will is injured. The lack of veteran presence for bigs. Oh, I mean, the lack of having E. Will, as you've seen, like our defense is still good, but our defense was on the borderline of being great when we had Elizabeth Williams, because she just, as a veteran, understands what she's doing, how to use her body, how to do that without fouling, things like that. Camilla's having to learn how to do it without fouling. And so, yeah, it's definitely been a learning curve for sure. Camilla needs to work on her post moves and learn how to pump fake in the paint. She knows how to do it. It's going to come. It's going to come. Just trust me. Camilla's going to come. Camilla needs to be more aggressive but careful with fouls. Yeah, the foul calls is definitely something because that affects her rhythm for sure. Rico says, we got to be ready for the first quarter. Seattle's going to come out of really aggressive. They got humiliated last game. Oh, yeah, they are not at all taking it easy on the Sky. They're gonna adjust a lot based off what they saw last game, and they're gonna try to take away what the Sky did that was easy for them. So Brenna Maxwell, we still don't know if Brenna Maxwell is even healthy, fam. Like, we have no idea. None. Angel, go set our record today. Ain't gonna be no tie over here. That's fun. Listen, I care about getting the win. Like I get it. Like, she'll probably get it because she's just that dominant on the boards, but I care more importantly about the win. If Angel Reese has 10 points and 8 rebounds, but guess what? We got to win, but she has 3 steals, 2 blocks, something like that. I ain't going to think about that record. I'm thinking about the Sky team getting the win, but get the record if you can, but win first. If Dallas cuts Jaylen Brown, the Sky, what could pick her up? She great in the preseason and is pro ready. See, that's the thing though. If the Sky can go a lot of different routes, right? They can go trying to find a vet that can come in that they can rely on. They can go a young player, considering how young this team is, and maybe somebody that can actually be part of their rebuild. There's a lot of different routes that they can go. So I think Camilla will be okay game by game. She's improving. Completely agree with that. Cardoso, first of all, if you're going to say somebody has low IQ, make sure that you have high IQ enough to spell their name correctly. That would be the first step, because that's wrong. She actually has very high basketball IQ. Basketball IQ isn't the thing there. Like if you're going to call somebody out for IQ, make sure that you have the IQ enough to spell what you're trying to say correctly. That's all I'm saying. I don't think that shouldn't be a problem. Is that problematic? If it is, I don't give a fuck. But spell the name correctly if you're going to try to say she has low IQ. I wouldn't worry about Camilla. It's her first season. She started the season with an injury. Wait till she has a full offseason. Agree. Completely agree. And she's going to come around. Like, It's not a lack of confidence of her getting there and getting over that hump. It's just not going to be. I don't have a lack of confidence in that. I hate that Angel's under so much pressure for Rookie of the Year. I don't think she's under pressure because listen, if she doesn't win Rookie of the Year, everybody's just going to say that Caitlin Clark was always going to win it. Like I don't think she's under pressure for it. I don't think pressure's maybe not the right word there. But listen, if she gets it, she gets it. Like her play is going to speak for itself. It's going to speak for itself. What's going on, Brooklyn in the building? Buddy walked right into that smoke. Listen, like I be telling everybody, this ain't ESPN. I will roast your ass. Like this ain't ESPN. I ain't that professional now. But all right, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead. Oh man, that is hilarious. Brooklyn says, "Hey, what's good, my G? Who are you cursing out? I just pulled up. I ain't even cursing nobody out, bro." But all right, y'all guys, thank you so much for tuning in to this pregame show. We'll be back. CW will be back on the live call. I'm not sure if Stevo will be there. I haven't heard from Stevo. It was Stevo's birthday week. For all I know, Stevo's somewhere in the pit of hell drunk. I don't know. But I'll also be back on the post game show as well. Make sure you guys stay tuned in and locked in with us. Hit that subscribe button so you're notified anytime that we go live on the channel. Love you guys. Go